Button, so we better go live. And here we go. Welcome back to Briggs on Books, our international talk show where we talk to authors from all over the world about their books, about their process, how they even get a book written and published. Check out this book. If you're looking for your next book to read, The Twin Towers Children. September 11th is always a very moving subject for me. I had children, elementary school children, when on September 11th when the disaster happened. And our next author, who's, by the way, author of many books, all the way from the United Kingdom, welcome our guest, Wendy Sheffield. Welcome, Wendy.
Thank you very much.
Tell our viewers where you're located.
I'm located in Sutton Coldfield, which is near Birmingham in the UK.
Somewhere in the UK. Americans know very little about the geography of the United Kingdom. Is that sort of north and east?
It's okay. I'm no good at geography either. It's in the middle. But I do know this. It's in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was saying. I mean, one of my recollections of September 11th was that I had children. It was early in the morning. And I had decisions to make. Do I take them to school that day? Do I keep them home? It's going to be traumatic for the kids as well as for me, of course. And I took my kids to school. But you wrote this book, which is, I think, a fictional account of how, well, tell us about the book. I'll let you do it.
Well, I'll first start to tell you a bit about myself as an author. I started writing spiritual books after having spiritual experiences myself, wanting to help others who had experienced similar things. My early books went into detail about my experiences, and my follow-on books expanded on various spiritual topics. I then journeyed into the world of fiction with the aim of still focusing on spiritual genre, but using the fictional narratives and characters to help people understand spiritual experiences in more detail. My latest series is called the Within series, which you can see from our website all about that. I won't go into detail. Right, we'll go straight on to the book now.
Okay.
Yes, as you said, it's based on the Twin Towers, and it's called The Twin Towers Children, Echoes of Innocence Within, and it's a fictional tale of children recalling past lives and sharing memories of the 9/11 tragedy. Before I tell you about it, I'm just going to say a quick dedication out of respect to the US. That's who I wrote basically this book in dedication, I think. Right. To all the souls who lost their lives on September the 11th, 2001, we dedicate this moment of remembrance. May we never forget how this tragic event touched the lives of millions around the world. Right, now I'll go into the book. It's about a group of children across the globe who find their lives inexplicably connected by visions of the tragedy. These children gather together to compare their stories, and it's discovered that they have past lives during this time. Various people help them to come to terms with these past life tragedies, which include the 9/11 tragedy. I've also got a poem, but I'm going to say that at the end, so I'll let you ask me a few questions if you'd like to.
First of all, I forgot to mention that this book just came out around October the 1st of this year, and so we're probably maybe one of the first people to expose the world to the book.
Yes.
And
but I think I was inspired, Spirit inspired me to write it, because I always get inspiration from Spirit. Some is more inspiration than others, and this is one of those books that just, when it just comes to me, I know that it's the inspiration is definitely from Spirit. So I know that this is, it's a really special memory for both the US and all around the world. So I feel it's very important.
Can you give us some of the narrative from the book? some of the things that happen in the book without spoiling it?
As I said, it's it's about a group of children. They're all around the world. They've got absolutely no connection, and all of a sudden they start to have dreams, and they come together, and it turns out that all the children have different past life experiences, but one of the main past life experiences that draw these children together is the 9/11 tragedy. And there's various experts who are talking to them and trying to help them understand why these children from all over the world have suddenly come together. You know, what have they got? You know, how are they connected? That is it, really.
Yeah. Who's this book written for? Is it adult? Is it for adults? Can children read it?
Well, I've put on Amazon, I've put 13 to 18 plus.
18 plus. So
to be honest with you, I never write, although I sometimes put 18 on Amazon, all my books could be read by 13 to 18 plus, really. I never write anything, you know, of an adult nature.
Yeah. The whole idea is just fascinating to me. Knowing your background, would we call you a spiritualist, a medium? What's the best term for what you do?
Well, I like to call myself a spiritual author and healer, really, because healing is my main background that I've got, you know, passion for, and that always comes across in all my books, I think, really, because it's all trying to help people who have had spiritual experiences who don't understand them. And why I brought fiction into my books now is because I feel that it will help people understand spiritual matters even better by relating it to a story. And this particular story, because it's got a real life background as well, I believe it has added extra weight.
Now, is this your first fiction? Is this your first work of fiction?
No, since I've last spoke to you, I have written. There's two new series of books. This is one of the Within series, which is a blend of fantasy, adventure, and introspection. Each book in the series introduces unique characters who possess extraordinary inner abilities. As they navigate their worlds, they face not only external adversaries, but also the internal struggles that come with their gifts. So it's helping people understand, people with gifts, really.
Now, this is what, maybe your 8th book? Or am I not counting them right?
Oh, yeah. The 8th in the Within series, yes.
Yeah. So, by the way, we have on the screen your website and your Instagram as well. But if our guests go to spiritwriterspeaks.com, what will they find there?
It's mainly to tell everyone about my healing services, but you'll also see my shop, which is all my books are on there. But although people can go to the website and read about the books, people tend to like to buy from Amazon. So my website is just about. I've put a page with regard to my Within series, and also there's another series of books, Ready for Anything series. So there's 2 pages of my 2 series that are my recent works.
Now, if somebody wants to talk to you about your healing or spiritual work, can they reach you through the website?
Yes, they can reach me. Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah. Well, regardless, you're a fascinating person. I could talk to you for hours. They keep giving me the signal. We're going over time, but I just want to give you. Did you say you're going to read us a poem or something from the book? Okay, I'd love to hear that.
It's a very important poem.
Okay. Is it in the book?
Yes, it's at the beginning of the book. Would you like me to start?
I would love that.
Right. It's called A Poem of Remembrance. In the heart of a city tall and grand. Twin towers stood, a testament to man's hand. Reaching the heavens, they kissed the sky, symbols of progress, dreams flying high. But on a fateful morning, clear and bright, darkness descended, shattering the light. Two birds of steel with malice and hate crashed into the towers, sealing their fate. Flames and smoke, a harrowing sight. Lives were lost in the blink of a night. Heroes emerged with courage untold. In the face of terror, their spirits bold. The world watched in horror, hearts filled with pain, as the towers crumbled like tears in the rain. A scar on the skyline, a wound deep and wide, a moment in history forever enshrined. From the ashes a unity was born, a global resolve, a vow to mourn. Nations stood together hand in hand. Against the shadows they made a stand. The impact rippled far and wide, changing the course of the human tide. Security tightened, freedom's weight. In the name of safety, new rules were laid. Yet in the sorrow, hope found a way for rebuild to honor, to face a new day. Memorials stand where the towers once soared, a tribute to lives forever adored. Twin Towers, though gone, your legacy remains in the hearts of the people, in the world's veins. A reminder of loss, of strength, of grace, of a world united in a shared embrace. That's it.
You are an amazingly gifted person in so many ways, Wendy. I always love to talk to you. I can't wait for you to come back on the show. So thank you very much.
Pleasure.
And for our viewers, don't go anywhere because we've got another author coming up right after this. Thank you, Wendy.